Hello, BookTube. I've got another mail haul. Again, Donoghueish mail haul. This is from Steve Donoghue and Frida Bean down at Hyde Cottage in Boston. Very excited to get this. Beautiful day out. Been out driving around back country roads and just enjoying myself today. But when I got home, this was waiting for me, so I thought I'd open it up with you. So let's just see. It's one of these big old priority boxes. There we go. Oh boy, I can see the name on top of one of them. I'm already excited. Look at these. Brian Callison, A Plague of Sailors. In the grain holds of the motor vessel Ayacucho City is destined for the Middle East, devastated by earthquakes, but a hijacking fanatic armed with lethal germ anthrax B turns this errand of mercy into potential genocide and a cargo into 8,000 tons of golden death. Look at that. Look at that. Love the artwork on this. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. This is just wonderful. And again, same author. This is A Flock of Ships, also by Brian Callison. Look at this cover. Look at this. That was my Cyclops, motor vessel Cyclops to all ships, torpedoed and sinking. We are abandoning. That was in 1941. 25 years later, the Cyclops is discovered in the South Atlantic. Virtually undamaged, she lies rotting in the landlocked harbor of Quintanilla de Almeida, several hundred horror-filled miles from her radioed position. Sounds exciting. Look at this. I can't believe these. These are amazing. Then we have Trapp's War by Callison. Love that cover. I'm loving these covers. In war-torn Mediterranean, the island of Malta is being slowly starved to death by the German Navy's savage blockade. This is in 1942. On the SS Sharon, a rusty 8-knot coal burner moves with any ease in these dangerous waters, so the Royal Navy decides to use her and her captain, Edward Trapp, privateer and professional survivor, with his ramshackle unorthodox crew. Suddenly finds himself fighting for the Allies in a strange, harrowing, unorthodox war. How cool is that sound? There are piles of these. I'm just like thrilled. Brian Callison, A Web of Salvage. Getting the artwork on these is amazing. Mayday, Mayday, motor vessel Saracomus, aground on the rocks west of Ras Achiche. I'm going to have to work on pronouncing some of these places. I've never heard of any of them. Storm Force 10 off the Algerian coast, and Peter Ross, captain of the salvage tug Tactician, starts a desperate search for a stricken ship. For 3 hours he finds nothing. Then through the driving rain he watches unbelievably as a huge ship hurtles through the raging sea straight for the murderous black cliffs of Ras Achiche. That's the best I can do. And as the spray is torn away in the wind, he catches a glimpse of her name, Sarah Comus. Pretty cool. Then we have Brian Callison, A Frenzy of Merchantmen. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. The Cold War becomes a heat wave. In the North Sea, a Royal Navy frigate fires a shot into the wheelhouse of a Soviet merchantman. The angry Russians close the Baltic. The freighter British Venturer, under its new captain, the unorthodox Brevet Cable, is sent in to force a showdown. Can't speak. Then, oh, look at this cover. Brian Callison, A Plague of Sailors. Again, these are just great. The grain in the hold of the MV Ayacucho City is destined for the Middle East, devastated by earthquakes. So is that the same as the other one? It is. 2 different covers. So this is the 2 different covers of the first volume. How cool is that? So I already read that to you. So take a look at the covers. There. It's pretty cool. That is actually very cool. Glad to have both of them. And then Brian Callison, The Judas Ship. December 1941, 3 minutes past 7 in the morning watch. There, broad on the quarter, a ship. 3 pairs of binoculars slammed up. She's a merchantman, I breathed. I can see her ensign. She's Spanish. Then I froze. She was turning sharply and increasing speed. She'd struck her flag and broke out another, blood red with ominous black, the ensign of the German Kriegsmarine. Sounds exciting. Then we have, oh my gosh, this is just a treasure trove, this box. Okay, we have Donald Hamilton's Star Wolf, the classic space adventure trilogy. Did I say Edmund Hamilton? I think I did. Or did I say Donald Hamilton? There's another writer I like. Sometimes they speak too soon. So, Morgan Chain was a Star Wolf, a member of the most infamous band of interstellar pirates in the galaxy. He had flown with raiding packs, rockets screaming, to plunder the rich and slaughter the helpless. That sounds like a nice guy. How exciting is this? So some sci-fi. This thing's just loaded with stuff. Joseph Green's Star Probe. The universe was knocking on Earth's door, but was man ready? Look at that cover. The year is 2011. For the first time in recorded history, an alien artifact has been sighted approaching Earth. If it can be captured, man's oldest dream, contact with an alien species, will have been fulfilled, and its technology given a 100-year boost into the future. So you gotta be careful what you hope for. I'm trying to get the paperback out. Ah, this is a classic, and I do not have it anymore. Thrilled to have this. Farley Mowat, Gray Seas Under, Heroic Adventures of a Gallant Ship and the Brave Men Who Battled the Cruel Sea. This is a wonderful book. Actually had a sequel, I think. It's one of the great stories of our century. Writes passionately of the courage of men in a small ocean-going salvage tug, Foundation Franklin. This is a good book. Thrilled to have this. And then Author-in-Chief, The Untold Story of Our Presidents and the Books They Wrote. Very nice. Go right on the bookish shelf there. Let me see. This is Avid Reader Press out of New York. It's by Craig Fairman. And it's from 2020, so it's a pretty brand new book. Let's see. The Author-in-Chief's The Story of American Presidents and Their Books opens a rich new window into presidential biography. From volumes lost to history, Calvin Coolidge's autobiography, which was one of the most widely discussed titles of 1929, to ones we know and love, Barack Obama's Dream from My Father, which was very nearly never published. Fairman unearths countless insights about the presidents through their literary works. Oh, nice. And there's images in this thing. So, very neat. Definitely go with the bookish books. Then we got one more here, and this is our classic. And this is Saga of a Wayward Sailor by Tristan Jones. I am a huge fan of Tristan Jones, as Steve knows. This came out, where is the date? 1979. I have read this many times and hope to read it many more. Here we go. Let's see. The emotional range of Saga of a Wayward Sailor is as great as its geographical sweep. From the Arctic Islands to the steaming jungle coasts of the Guianas, here Tristan explores people more than places. People as varied as an ex-Nazi Navy sailor, a bishop's sister, and the Australian crocodile hunter. The book begins in Norway on board the Cresswell and accompanied by Nelson, the one-eyed, three-legged Labrador. Tristan sails the Baltic Sea, the English Channel, the Bay of Biscay, the Atlantic Ocean and the inland waterways of Western Europe. Apprehended by the Russian Navy off the east coast of Estonia, he is suspected of being a British spy and arrested. In Holland, he docks next to a boxcar full of Edam cheeses, and the temptation to store up a little extra provender proves too difficult to resist. The result is a farcical series of events that will leave the reader in stitches. This is just, I'm a big fan of Tristan Jones. He can make a bit of a tall tale, but that's the fun. So, wow, how would you even, I guess maybe because they're paperbacks it won't be impossible. What a collection. What a ink. This is just incredible. I got stuff to read for a while now, don't I? I always have stuff to read, but I think the TBR just got altered a bit. So, I'm going to do the little pyramid here. We got Saga of a Wayward Sailor. We got Author-in-Chief. I need to put that under there. I had it right next to my hand. We've got Farley Mowat, the great Canadian writer. Grey Seas Under. Bunch of Brian Callison. Edmund Hamilton. And then, who's the author of this one? Joseph Green. And this is Star Probe. So some science fiction, some maritime fiction, and two nonfiction books. Well, three actually, because Grey Seas Under is nonfiction. So quite a haul. Thank you very much, Steve and Frida Bean. I hope everyone's doing well and you enjoy your week. And thank you, BookTube.